allegedly being exposed for giving illegal immigrants CDLs in under 2 weeks when they don't know English and can't read the road signs. So this company on TikTok is known as Falcon Trucking School and also Rocky Mountain CDL. There's also no website for them at all. All you have to do is call this number for Utah, Ohio, and Minnesota residents to come to Utah and get your CDLs in under 2 weeks. And you can't really read these certificates, but it says Rocky Mountain CDL, and all of these people are bragging about how they were able to get their CDLs in under 2 weeks. And when you look up the business, it's very sketchy because it takes you to this location right here, and there's nothing online about Falcon Trucking School or Rocky Mountain CDL. And it looks like this guy right here, who's been in all the videos and posts since like 2022, he seems to be either the teacher, the instructor, or the owner of this whole thing. But with all the accidents that's been happening with truck drivers, especially when they're not able to read the road signs, people think that this trucking company and this CDL school may be operating illegally.
All right. Hello, hello, hello. I hope that everyone had a magnificent Christmas and thought I would jump on for a little bit. We actually talked about this before, and so I wanted to show you, and we're hearing more and more about the scam and all of the companies. Thank God that the companies who were allowing this are being exposed, because Americans have to jump through hoops to obtain their CDLs. They don't just give them to you simply because you walk through the door. So hello, do me one favor, folks, as you enter the chat room, if you will, hit that little thumb. That is the like button. That tells YouTube that you are enjoying this content. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll do the roll call. Jeremiah is here, of course, and Maga tomorrow she said she had to step out a second. Okay, my girls, of course, and Ruthie, and anyone else who's here. If you'd like for me to call your name, all you need to do is say hello or send an emoji. If not, I cannot see who is actually here. All right, so I wanted to share that with you, and look at the title. More than 100 illegal alien truck drivers have been arrested. And now, so we know, we talked about this before, that the Democrats are telling them about their legal rights and having them to obtain attorneys and all of these other things, right? Everything. So these truckers are trying to sue because now their licenses are being canceled. So make it make sense. You're wrong from the get-go. So, but of course, you know, the ACLU and all these Dems and libs are telling them that no, they're doing you wrong. All right. So tell me what your thoughts are in the comments section. How you doing, Monique? Welcome to the chat. And I know people are still busy running around, but I thought I would still jump on. My father was a truck driver back in the day, and I know about trucking because of him. I could be a better trucker than these illegal aliens. Jeremiah, at least you could read and understand the all of the signs that we see on the road. These people, I looked at some clips. They can't speak English. They can't read the signs. So this is scary. So thank God this is all being exposed. And so I'll go ahead and I'm just going to share a few clips with you. And you tell me what your thoughts are. And I know some of you are just joining us. Yeah, Jeremiah, yeah, you sure would. At least you could read the signs, right? Oh my God. All right, so let me go ahead and let you see. It's called Operation Highway Sentinel, where ICE, so far they've arrested more than 100 illegal alien truck drivers. And I say, hey, that makes me feel safe. I know some of you are just joining. I'll go ahead and play this short clip that I started the live off with, just in case you missed it. It's really short. This guy on Instagram was exposing it, and one of the trucking companies that have been involved. Okay, here we go.
Trucking company in Utah is allegedly being exposed for giving illegal immigrants CDLs in under 2 weeks when they don't know English and can't read the road signs. So this company on TikTok is known as Falcon Trucking School and also Rocky Mountain CDL. There's also no website for them at all. All you have to do is call this number for Utah, Ohio, and Minnesota residents to come to Utah and get your CDLs in under 2 weeks. And you can't really read these certificates, but it says Rocky Mountain CDL, and all these people are bragging about how they were able to get their CDLs in under 2 weeks. And when you look up the business, it's very sketchy because it takes you to this location right here, and there's nothing online about Falcon Trucking School or Rocky Mountain CDL. And it looks like this guy right here, who's been in all the videos and posts since like 2022, he seems to be either the teacher, the instructor, or the owner of this whole thing. But with all the accidents that's been happening with truck drivers, especially when they're not able to read the road signs, people think that this trucking company and this CDL school may be operating illegally.
So we will find out. Yes, my girls called it before I could. Let me give her a truth call. We saw who was in the picture. We could see it very nice and clearly, right? The scammy Somalis. Boom, you got it. Jeremiah, Florida had an illegal semi bunch of people. Yeah, I did. I saw that. He had there was no emotion on his face. He was just like, oh, well, things happen. You know, he could care less. Tina, they do not. All right, so let me show you. All right. It's called, those of you who are just joining us, it's called Operation Highway Sentinel. And like I said, this is for the safety of the American public. And so I'm very happy to see this happen. And now again, they are trying to sue. But I say, hey, we need them off of our streets. They are killing people. And that just won't do. All right, so here we go. Operation Highway Sentinel. Let me share this short video with you as well.
Highway Sentinel has led to the arrest of over 100 illegal alien truck drivers on California highways. ICE launching the operation following multiple deadly crashes involving commercial trucks driven by unauthorized immigrants. The National News Desk, Jeff Harris, joins us. And Jeff, we know the drivers arrested are from over half a dozen different countries, but tell us more about this operation and the states that are being targeted.
So Operation Highway Sentinel was launched earlier this month by ICE, Homeland Security Investigations, and also Border Patrol agents. Its goal here, address the deadly crashes linked to illegal commercial truckers. Along with California, similar operations have been carried out in Indiana, New York, also Oklahoma, resulting in hundreds of arrests. As part of Operation Highway Sentinel, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement arresting over 100 illegal alien truck drivers on California highways.
If you get a driver's license in Colorado, New York, or California, you don't stay in those states. You actually travel across the country.
Federal authorities saying the sweep was launched following multiple fatal crashes across several states involving illegal alien truckers licensed in California, including Harjinder Singh, who allegedly killed 3 people while trying to make an illegal U-turn in Florida.
You have governors putting these folks behind the wheel. And again, we're not going to stand for...
Those arrested as part of Operation Highway Sentinel in California include illegal aliens from nearly a dozen different countries.
So I'll pause that so you can see all the countries that are being represented. So India, Mexico, Colombia, Uzbekistan, Ukraine, Nicaragua, Russia, Venezuela, El Salvador, and Honduras.
Like India, Mexico, Colombia, Russia, and Venezuela. Similar operations also taking place in New York and Oklahoma, along with Operation Midway Blitz in Indiana, which resulted in over 200 arrests, including 146 truck drivers, over 50 of whom had CDLs issued by different states.
Too many families across this country have felt pain and been victimized and lost loved ones because of these illegal drivers.
Now, earlier this year, the Trump administration announcing new rules regarding commercial truck drivers, primarily focusing on English language proficiency requirements. California was the first state to have federal funding withheld for non-compliance.
We know that's not shocking. Everything needs to be withheld from California. They will not comply. We know why. How you doing, Greg? Yes, Tina. Thank God President Trump still has his hands. Yes, Tina. Oh, my God. Thank God. Again, hit that like button, folks. I have about 26 people in here. Only about 15 have hit the like button. So if all of us hits that like button, hey, that's what YouTube likes. So let's go ahead and hit that little thumb. It won't cost you anything. It's free, I promise. Okay. So yeah, let's go.
Over $40 million, but multiple other states have failed to cooperate as well, including Illinois, Washington, New York, Pennsylvania, and Minnesota. Not to mention Colorado, a state Duffy is now threatening to withhold $24 million from after a federal audit found roughly 22% of CDLs given to immigrants were done so illegally.
I guarantee you that the federal taxpayer is not going to fund their roads and bridges and their systems when they're putting illegals on the roads and endangering the lives of the American people.
Colorado Governor Jared Polis saying crossed wires caused the problem, and if Duffy had reached out, he would know the state has.
So they always have an excuse, don't they? How you doing, Rusty? And we, the American taxpayer, we are the ones at risk. We're the ones losing our lives. And so this needs to stop ASAP. My girls, the scammy Somalis rented a building, bought a printer, and sold fake licenses. My girls, like the Geico commercial. That's what they do. Yeah, anything that they have done, any scams, I am not shocked. Absolutely right, my girls. Oh my God. Yeah, because those of you just joining us, the very first clip that I shared, they look like Somalis to me who were issuing licenses. So how many of these businesses are in operation? Rusty said Minnesota, shocking. You got that right. Nothing shocks us. Anything that happens Minnesota, California, we're like, oh, okay. Nothing new to see here. Nothing shocks me anymore with those states.
Quote, finish the investigation, and we are conducting a final review of the findings, with letters likely going out this week to CDL holders whose credentials were improperly issued. Now, California Governor.
And again, if Trump were not in office, we know that this would not be exposed. We would know nothing about it. We would still be at risk. Until there are consequences, this will continue. Harsh consequences. Yes, Rusty, yes.
Governor Gavin Newsom's office and the state's DMV have also countered Duffy's accusations in several different areas, including that California CDL holders have a fatal crash rate lower than the national average, and that the federal government, not the state, determines CDL eligibility. Reporting for the National News.
And we know they always come up with some type of excuse. Don't want to hear it. And so again, those of you who are just joining us, now the migrants are trying to sue because since their licenses are being taken. But thank God for our safety, they are being taken. I am happy. I will not complain. So let's see. We know the Democrats are helping them and telling them to sue. And so let me cue up the very next video for you. Hope that you're enjoying this. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Have you seen the video of the lieutenant governor dressed like a Muslim talking about? My girls, I have not. I was on the road yesterday, so I'll check that out when this live is over. Or maybe even while it's going on. Every day is something new with these illegal. Yes, Tina, every day we wake up, there's something new. All right, so let me cue up this next video for you. And I hope those of you who are just joining us, I hope that you had a nice, enjoyable Christmas. And I hope that your new year is even better. Okay. So here we go. I'll pull that up, my girls, as we're watching this. Thank you. How you doing, Gail? Merry Christmas, dear. Okay, thank you, my girls. Of course, Greg, everything they touch fails. Boom. Here we go.
holiday travel season, as you know, alongside getting gifts from your family. And something that the Trump administration has been laser focused on when it comes to roads, something that impacts everybody, is cracking down on illegal immigrants who receive commercial driver's licenses and then wind up driving these big rigs and tractor trailers when they can't even speak English or read road signs. There have been a series of accidents and fatal crashes that have taken place across the country as a result of this. And Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy has been spearheading the issue of getting these driver's licenses to be revoked and making our roads safer, and has threatened to withhold federal funding from several states because of this. California.
How you doing, Sister Prosperity? Why must the threat of withholding of federal funding, why is it that every time something that's detrimental to the American public, why will they not just say, okay, Americans are at risk, why, let's stop doing fill in the blank, right? So why does it take the threat of the withholding of federal funds for them to get on board? Someone answer that question for me, please. I'm asking for a friend. All right, here we go.
Has actually responded to Secretary Duffy's request and said, okay, we are going to revoke 21,000 driver's license from migrants who have received them. And now it turns out that this group of migrants are suing the state as a result.
Right. So they've, in California alone, more than 17,000 have been yanked, another 24,000.
So I hope you're listening to this. So listen to all that have been yanked so far. Political corruption and corporate greed. Boom, Rusty. You got it.
Are under review right now, and these truckers, these immigrant truckers, many of them illegal immigrants, are suing. Here's a little bit of what the law.
How are you? You're in the country illegally, so you broke the law, but you're suing. Get out of here, please.
Lawsuit says it alleges that on November 6th, the California DMV notified 17,299 immigrant drivers and business owners that their non-domiciled CDLs, that's commercial driver's licenses, would be canceled on January 5th, 2026. That's just days from now due to an error with the expiration date of the licenses. A similar letter was sent to an additional 2,700 drivers in December, informing them that their licenses would be canceled in mid-February. For all nearly 20,000 immigrants, the DMV intends to cancel their commercial licenses without any affording opportunity to obtain a corrected license or to contest the cancellation. The lawsuit reads, but let's remember the deadly results of allowing illegal immigrants not only to cross the border and be released in the country, but then to give them work authorization and commercial driver's licenses to operate 18-ton trucks, 18-wheelers on our roads. Here's a list we can show you going all the way back to this summer in Florida. The illegal immigrant trucker killed 3, attempting to make that illegal U-turn, and back in October, another killed.
I'll pause that so you can see that, and then I will let it play. How you doing, descendants of greatness? If you're new here, let me know. Everyone who's joining us, please hit that like button. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure it's on all notifications. Miss Prosperity, please go ahead and drop your channel link so that anyone who is new here can also sub up to your channel. Mayor, how are you doing, love? Baldwin birds, hello. So look at all of these. These are the accidents that have been reported. How many that are unreported, that remains to be seen. So August 12th, we know this one went viral, but look at all of these dates and look at where the accidents happened. And yeah, look at this. This is not acceptable. How you doing, Sherry Yelverton? And so, Miss Rolynn, I agree with you. Make it right, Tina. Anything that harms Americans, Democrats will not say a word. But anything in reference to illegals, they stand 10 toes down. They are dying on that hill. Let them continue. I love it, because that's not what the American people want. Baldwin birds, many more Baldwin, now that's what I'm getting at, Baldwin. How many people have been killed prior to this being exposed? How many people, that's my question. How many people have been killed as a result of, of these illegals and these migrants who can't read English? How you doing, Vacay my way? But it's all coming out now. So I want to know how many people have been injured or killed. I want the total number. We know anything in reference to immigrants or illegals, the numbers are skewed because they don't give us the true totals. We never get the true totals. I believe the Democrat corruption has global connections, and if they wanted to stop, they would disappear. Okay, my girls. Okay, good point. Tina, America owes them nothing. Boom. So you can see these illegal immigrants, they come from, so this is an Indian national, so it comes from India, Indian national, Serbian national, Chinese national, Indian national, okay? How you doing, Caesar? Betty, how are you, love? They're hiding the accident numbers like that. Caesar gets it, boom. Anything in reference to illegals, anything in reference to immigrants or migrants, all the numbers are skewed. They're not accurate. You're absolutely right. See, Caesar, we're on the same page. They don't want us to know the truth because we would become even more outraged. Betty says, I'm fine, just glad. Oh, yeah. Betty, we're glad you're here, love. Hit the like button, folks. If you have Facebook or other forms of social media, please share the stream out. That brings more people in as well. This short video is spot on. She recently posted, but on mobile. Okay, Jeremiah, I'll have to check it out. How you doing, Martian Mellow? We are great. We hope that you are great as well. How you doing, Mom to 3? Oh my goodness, how you doing? Welcome, Mom. And I'll be on, those of you, and I'm normally on Fridays, but most of you know I'm on break for a couple of weeks, so I'll be live streaming throughout the week, obviously until I go back to work. But yeah, good to see you, Mom to 3. It is always nice when you drop in. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. So hit the like button and let's continue to listen to this. Okay. All right.
In a truck driving incident in California, they've seen a number of incidences, to include in Ontario, where 3 were killed. And just last month, you had in Oregon another horrific incident that killed 2 after a truck jackknife. And then just weeks ago in Tennessee, a Chinese national kills one by causing a deadly multi-vehicle pileup. In Washington State, you had an illegal immigrant trucker failed to decelerate and killed 1. And you know what's
again, those just joining us, nowhere worse than California when it comes to protecting the elite. Yes, Caesar. And again, these are the numbers we're hearing about. How many Americans have been killed that they did not report? They didn't let us know that they were illegal immigrants. I want to know the true number. That's what I want to know. Tina, not just by these big trucks, by the hands of these illegal criminals, also Americans have been killed. Yeah, we're dying all kinds of ways, Tina. Yes, exactly. Oh my God. Oh.
Crazy is in those last 2 incidences, the Chinese illegal truck driver and the Indian illegal truck driver, those crossed in 2023 in Lukeville, Arizona, where I saw the immigrants coming across, these middle-aged men from all over the world. And in California, the Chinese individual crossed in San Diego, because I looked back at their alien files through my sources of Border Patrol, and you look back at the chaos that the border was, and you realized this is likely going to be a consequence, and yet the previous administration just let it run wild. That's why Secretary Duffy now, to your point, Carly, is leaning in. Here's a little bit of what he said.
All right, now I'll get rid of the commercial. Yeah, so our safety, as usual, is at risk, and we know why. Let me get rid of this commercial here. All right.
These are simple rules. These rules are not made up by the Trump administration. I didn't make them up. These are rules that are set up to make sure our roads are safe. And so if you can't speak English, if you haven't gone through the proper training courses, you shouldn't be behind the wheel of a big rig. You had Joe Biden that let tens of millions of people into the country, and then you have liberal governors who said, well, they got to work, so let's give them commercial driver's license.
Yeah, and they don't even do that for Americans. They make you go through the proper channels, but they thought it would be a great idea to let people who can't even speak English, let alone read signs with English on it. They thought it would be a great idea to let them drive 18-wheelers. Make it make sense. I don't get this. Nemo has been found again. How you doing, Nemo? OMG. I cannot. YouTube working hard. Yes, that's what they do. They shouldn't even have a regular mom to 3. Boom. You got it. And when they are in an accident, mom to 3, I'm glad you brought that up. Many of them don't have car insurance. They flee the scene. And the American is left holding the bag. Make that, make sense. That's not fair to us. And God forbid you have a car that's paid off, and so you don't have collision on it. You only have liability, which of course is legally required for you to have. You're out of a vehicle. Ruthie said that, and they do DoorDash. Ew. Well, Ruthie and mom to 3, I don't order food via DoorDash. I don't trust people that much. So, but I'm with you. Ew. They try pulling up a video of how they drive in India sometime. You'll see why we're that. Rusty, I've seen that. It's scary. Yeah. They can't dash. Here, Prosperity, tell us why, love. Yes, Monique, the Biden-Harris regime. That's all I can say. I've never done, no, Ruthie, I don't try, no, I don't DoorDash, Uber Eats, I don't do any, first of all, I don't eat out a lot. If I did, I would go get my own food. I can't, I have zero trust. So I can't stand it, Miss Rolynn. Americans are dying left and right every day. Yes, Tina, it sucks. Yes, Robert, we all need to speak up. You're absolutely right. All right, I'll continue the video.
Licenses and put them on the American roads, endangering the safety of the American people. So I can't go in across the states and do these checks. I have to rely on the state's law enforcement to help me out. But what I can do, Brian, is I can pull their money. That's the leverage that I do have. I guarantee you that the federal taxpayer is not going to fund their roads and bridges and their systems when they're putting illegals on the roads and endangering the lives of the American people.
What you saw right there is a picture of righteous indignation. I mean, Sean Duffy's pretty even-keeled. He's upset, and rightly so, because you're not just putting American lives at risk. You have been irresponsible. If your state's doling out CDLs to just anybody, they can't read the signs, they can't speak the language. California and New York, and I think those are probably leading the way here, and I'm thankful.
Shocking, right? California and New York leading the way. That's shocking to us, right? Nope. Illinois, yeah, Prosperity, yeah, all of these liberal run cities and states. We know how it goes. So many people have a driver's license and cannot read or speak our language. I work the voting polls and they come in to vote using an ID. They have to use a translator app for the ballots. Yeah, Lanita, and we know who they're voting for too. Right, Tina? They do not.
Not just for us as Americans, but for the people who are out there on the roads, whether you're American or not, you deserve safety. And these people have to be properly trained. And if they are not, they should not be behind the wheel of an 80,000-pound rig. I mean, this is outrageous. And so thankfully, they're finally making some strong decisions. And Carly, you mentioned it, by eliminating the funding, it will finally compel these states to do the right thing and get these dangers off the road.
And not every truck driver who's getting their license revoked in California is here illegally.
How you doing? Futures Pass one. I think you're new here. Let us know if you are new here so that we can give you a nice, warm Rolynn's Reviews welcome, love. An illegal smash into my daughter's car 2 weeks ago and did a hit and run. Boom, we just mentioned that. Her car was just paid off and in mint condition. Insurance, let me read this, folks, didn't pay what the car was worth and she was screwed up. That's what I'm talking about, Futures Pass. Americans are always on the losing end, and I am sick and I am tired of it. Time out. They're always fighting for the illegals and for the immigrants. What about Americans? What about your daughter's car, Futures Past? That's not right. And that's what okay. Thank you so much. Everyone, please give Futures Past a nice, warm Rolynn's Reviews welcome. And as you can see, we're angry too, Futures Past. And I love it when we're talking about something and someone drops into the live and they have actually experienced what we're discussing. Yet Futures Past, we are livid, we are angry. I've known people also who were involved in car accidents. They've told me about it. And then the person who's an illegal or an immigrant without license, they run. And so how is that fair to us? And we're on the losing end of everything. And I'm sick and tired of it. I am. Yeah, Rusty says stay away when you see temporary tags. Okay, Rusty. Yeah, anyone who has any advice, anyone who's had a some type of experience, we want to hear about it in the comment section. Because again, I told you, I do not come on here and make things up. And I go on either past experiences or I've talked with someone and, they've told me, hey, this happened or that happened. And so I come and I share it with you. But I don't, that's not right for us Americans to continue to suffer. And no one, the Democrats don't care. They don't give a care. And when it comes to Americans trying to get a license or a CDL license, we have to follow the rules and guidelines. Oh, but illegals or immigrants, they can do whatever. There's a whole set of rules and guidelines for them. And that's not right. Temp tags equals no insurance. Boom. Okay, Chris, how you doing, love? Oh my God, let me continue. This is scary.
Yeah. But the number one point of the government on a state level, federal, local, is always safety. To keep Americans safe. Yep. And if there are people who are receiving licenses who are in this country and they don't speak English and they don't read road signs and they're getting these work authorizations that allow them to operate these massive big rigs, and we've seen the footage of a result of what happens. It's frightening. Yeah. And it's a very good thing that something is changing.
You know what hasn't changed is the Democrats and many in the mainstream media simply making the case that what President Trump and this administration has done to crack down and secure a border from dangers just like this, that it's somehow mean-spirited and cruel to say if you cross the border illegally, then that's okay. You didn't do anything wrong. You should just be allowed to stay, despite the fact that we have laws on our books that Congress passed, Title 8, Code US 1325. If you cross the border illegally, you've committed a crime. Do it a second time, it's a felony. But yet here's the AP talking about a Venezuela's family's Christmas, saying from the American dream to...
So again, they give us these sad stories. A Venezuelan family's Christmas from the American dream to poverty. Again, come over here legally and do it the right way. Stop giving us all of these sad stories. We don't care. We don't want to hear them. Okay, we don't. So listen to this.
poverty, and they're leaning into the sympathy of migrants, saying this was not the Christmas that Mariela Gomez would have imagined a year ago, or the one that thousands of other Venezuelan immigrants would have thought. But Donald Trump returned to the White House in January and quickly ended their American dream.
Trump did not go back to the White House and end their American dream. Again, come over here legally, follow the rules, laws, and guidelines, and you won't have these problems. I'm so sick and tired of these Democrats. Tina, they give us these sad stories to make us feel bad. They don't realize that's not working on us, right? It's not. Thank you so much, Mom23, for subscribing to Miss Prosperity. I don't care. I have to live around tons of them. Yes, Nemo, boom. I don't care. They keep coming to us with sad stories, I guess, so we could cry. And I'm not doing it. How you doing, Beverly? The tears of a clown when there's no one around. I am not crying. President Trump, Tom Homan, ICE, get these people out of here. Yes, prosperity, legally. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, Marsh and Mellow. But I am so sick and tired of these sad stories. That cry me a river. I'm not crying. I don't care at this point. Benny Thompson's district, he was elected, broke, and now lives in a man. Yes, Mom23. Yes, 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 yes. So they blame everything on Trump and his administration. So Gomez, her two sons, and her partner returned to the city of Maracay on October 27th after crossing the U.S.-Mexico border to Texas, where they were quickly swept up by U.S. Border Patrol. Not my problem. Do it legally. Dixie Dogs, good Merry Christmas. How are you? Yes, Dixie Dogs. Where have you been, love? Oh my goodness. We're glad you're back. And, you know, we hope you enjoyed your holiday. We hope that you're going to enjoy your new year. Oh, my God. Baldwin Birds, tell us when your birthday is coming. Yes, Robert, get them out. I don't care. I don't. Okay. Dixie Dog says she's been taking care of business every day. Taking care of business every way. I'll be taking care of business. And working overtime. Boom. All right. I had to break out into song Dixie Dogs. Here we go.
Her two sons and her partner returned to the city of Maracay on October 27th after crossing the U.S.-Mexican border to Texas, where they were quickly swept up by the Border Patrol amid the Trump administration's crackdown on immigration. They were deported to Mexico, from where they began the dangerous journey back to Venezuela.
Did you notice they said immigration? They didn't say illegal immigration. Yeah. They always blindly ignore.
They will not use the word illegal. They will not use the word alien. So we already know the situation. So, hey, it is what it is. Again, come over legally, do it correctly.
Ignore the fact that there are ports of entry, there are ways to come to and we love immigration in this country. We want as many legal immigrants as the system can handle. But in this circumstance, again, they're playing a little sleight of hand with the language, and this is exactly your point.
Yeah, they want to argue that crossing the border illegally is a form of acceptable immigration.
Exactly.
And to your point, Kevin, it's simply not.
That's right.
And the people overwhelmingly voted across partisan lines, across all demographics, that what we saw in the past 4 years, the border crisis, is not acceptable.
That's right.
And we're sadly reporting daily on the deadly consequences. But yet, you know, that AP article really rubs me the wrong way, because no one wants to be cruel, but we either have a country of laws or we don't.
Right.
And we either have a border or we don't. And that's what this administration is making the decision to say we do, and we're going to enforce it. If Democrats and the mainstream media, but if Democrats are upset about it, then change the laws. because ICE and Border Patrol are not choosing to be cruel. They're carrying out federal immigration law that is on the books.
It's trade-offs. There are trade-offs to everything. And we saw what took place when there were open borders and you get Venezuelan migrants coming into the country, and some of them are good people, but then you also have Tren de Aragua and them as well. And they were taking over apartment complexes in Colorado, and there are citizens that are no longer on this earth as a result. So the Trump administration came in and changed that, and unfortunately, this Associated Press piece is slanted in a different direction. But you could see through all of that.
Yeah.
And we know that already. AP, Associated Press, Reuters. I could call off 1,000 others. We all know they are left leaning. And so every time we read one of their op pieces, it's not shocking. We know the side that they're on. Mom to three, when Benny went to Congress, he was driving on Maypops, I was told, referring to being broke and couldn't buy tires for his car. Wow. Mom to three, oh my goodness. My girls, why in the heck does America need immigrants? We have plenty of real American citizens that can work and live productively. Boom, those are facts. I'm not feeling sorry for any. Tina, I'm not either, love. Wonder what would happen to those who worked in government in another country if they were found guilty of stealing. Oh my God, Dixie dogs. They would come up missing. They would probably torture them until they took their last breath. Yes, depending on the country that they were actually in, you know. So I stop coming to us with these sad stories. We don't care. We're sick and tired of it, and tell someone else who cares, because we don't. And that's just where we are. And I told you now, with it being Christmas season, and I'm going to try to share some good stories, something positive, because oh my God, God knows we hear enough negative. And I wanted you to, I had another short clip for you. Let me see. Hit the like button, folks, and let me know what you think about what we talked about tonight. And let me see where we are here. Okay. Betty, look at what, let me read what Betty says. Look at what the Somalians are doing in Minnesota and Ohio. It's a shame what they've done. We need to get them out. But the government, yes, Betty, that's what we've been talking about. Betty, I've done several videos on that. And so again, you know, get these people out of here. Betty Markham, check out all of the videos we've done in reference to that. We're not crying. We don't want to hear sad stories about people wanting a better life. They're on social media mocking us. They hate Americans, but they're over here. They're scamming us out of our tax money. And while we're hardworking Americans, we're out here every day working. They're laughing in our faces, playing in our faces. It's hilarious to them. And so, no, I don't care. I don't want to hear the sad stories. I just don't care. And while Emperor of the great city of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, is still talking about crime is going down, they had a mass shooting there a couple of days ago. So I love every time he says how well it's improving, something happens that proves him wrong. So I love it. And then God knows places like Seattle and oh my God, there's just so much. There's just so many places I would not live. Dixie dogs, one of the Somalians that was laughing, telling us to go to work for us and calling us animals, was deported. Dixie, I did a video on that guy, a couple of videos. He's an idiot. And all of these people most of them despise us and hate us. So I get the enemy within, get them out of here. Low down, dirty immigrants hate the fact that America is not an S-hole country. Yeah, my girls, they're trying to turn it into one. So that's why we have to get them out. Dixie dogs. Yes, I've done a few videos. What the Somali freeloader? Let me drop that link. Oh my God. We bring these people over here from their war-torn S-hole countries. Do you think we get any gratitude? No, they come over here and mock us and tell us how dumb and stupid we are. And they're out here eating well and taking our money. Welfare money is what they're taking, our taxpayer dollars. So I'm over it. Trump, get these people out. I say shut down the welfare system, start over, give it to vets, give it to the elderly. Everyone else, figure it out. Futures past. Just found out they're building 400 low-cost housing apartment units near me. Our property taxes are over $12,000 a year as it is. Futures past. Right. The American consumer, we're the ones that keep getting stuck holding the bill, and I'm sick of it. All those extra people equals higher school and property taxes. Yes. Exactly. Futures past. All of this is affecting us negatively. All of it. And I'm over it. Get these people out. Okay. I'm done. Yeah, I wanted to show you. I don't know if you heard about this. When you cross that border illegally, I'm so sick of Democrats. Yeah, Tina, I know you're fed up. I am too, love. I am. And I wanted to show you. I don't know if you heard about this. Remember, these blue cities that give people, these criminals, all of these second chances. Oh, let me show you. I wanted to show you this first. Hold on. Hit that like button if you will, folks. Also, if you will, share this stream out on your various social media pages. So look at this lady. None of these people can speak English. All right. So let me show you here. They're holding up their CDL licenses. And one of the ladies, I think, was in the earlier clip. He mocked us because he was right. Why putting up with it? Because our hands are tied. We can't deal with it. Yeah. I'd be gone by sunrise. Okay, mom to 3. Nothing wrong with immigration. Illegals are the issue. Dummycrats. Boom. So listen to this again. I'm going to show you this because we had some more people to join. Hit the like button if you will. Share out the stream. Yes, Baldwin birds. It feels like it. All right, here we go. So listen to what look at the people. They can't speak English, but they're holding up CDL licenses. Okay, so watch this. Dixie Dogs, 10 other countries are kicking them out as well. Finally, everyone's realizing the mistakes made. Too bad the rest of us had to go through it. Dixie Dogs. Boom. Yes. That's why we're over it. Get out of here. We don't care about your sad stories. We don't want to hear it. We could care less. We're just to that point. Okay. Okay, Rusty. Okay, so listen to this, folks. All of these people, I want you to look at the people holding up the signs. These people cannot speak English, but they're holding up their CDL licenses. So watch this.
Her behind the wheel.
What do you want to say?
Yeah, I got my certificate from
The school.
Yeah.
MashaAllah.
Yeah,
And then you graduate, you working hard. And
Very nice. You graduated.
He forgot where he got the certificate from. I got my certificate from
Just getting the giant truck.
Yeah.
Mjomba.
Come here.
I got this
Mjomba,
other
check it
guy.
out. What do you want to say, Mjomba? Kirwanda is the little boy right there, man. Little boy Rwanda is right there.
You get what type of stock they're letting graduate.
Yeah, and then we have our last clip of graduates here.
Today on course, mashallah, alhamdulillah.
Yes, good.
Yeah,
Good.
it's very, very good.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah, you just take your time. You do a good job. You know, you graduate.
All right.
And I want to tell you, just be safe in the road.
All right.
And what about you, brother? What do you want to say?
Third guy.
The middle guy who doesn't say anything.
Thousand yard stare. He's probably seen some IEDs. He thinks it's going to be like Afghanistan.
He's the helper, maybe.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Yeah. So again, these people are standing there smiling. Yes, prosperity. Oh my God. Yes, my girls, they are. Robert, I'm not either. The mainstream media is losing its mind control over the citizens. Most people are no longer falling for their sob story. Caesar, exactly. That's where I'm going. We don't care. Get these people out. My girls, yes, they are evil. Yes. I think the trucking company should. Marsh and Mello, if there are a few lawsuits, we get a few lawsuits going, they'll stop this crap. That's all people understand, unfortunately. You have to hit them in the pocket. If not, because we know they hire these people, they do this because they don't want to pay Americans, right? And they're getting cut rate deals. They're not paying them what they have to pay Americans. And I know what truckers make. I have a couple of cousins that have been driving for 20 plus years and they make well over $100,000. So I know it's good money. And so you know what I'm saying. No, I don't care. Cheap labor, Baldwin birds, that's what it is, because they undercut what Americans charge. And so it's just they're being cheap. Robert, I'm sick of them too. Maga, my uncle raised 5 kids as a truck driver. Yes, Maga, it's very good money. Yes. Betty, they deserve well over $100,000 for all the travel they do. They keep the roads safe. If they're Americans, boom. Right. And again, I have 2 cousins. They've been to all 50 states. They have been driving for 20 plus years. They both make well over $100,000. So it's good money. But again, when they bring in illegals, they're not paying them $100,000. They're paying them less. So yes, hold these trucking companies accountable. Greg, they're dying on the Hill for illegals and for migrants and immigrants. So they will continue to die. Don't let them change their stance. And the Democrats will never win another election. So let them continue on the hill that they're dying on. I love it. That's with every industry now. They can get away with it, hiring evil people. My girls, yeah. And you've heard me say that all of these businesses need to be held accountable. They do. Tina, yeah, now it's all coming out. Futures past. Yes, futures past. Yeah. And Tina, again, thank God, since President Trump's been in office, everything is coming out. Everything is being exposed. I love it. Ruthie, I'm so angry and annoyed how we've been taken advantage of. So I went to the kitchen and got a bag of Hershey's Pop Snack Mix. Ruthie, whatever makes you feel better, love. You have at it. Yes, I'm with you, Ruthie. Prosperity Speaks knows all about illegal alien. Yes, she knows. She'll tell it. Yes, she will. And I'll be live Saturday, Sunday, all next week because I'm still off from work. I have another week I'm off from work. Dixie Dogs, email me some of that strawberry cake, love. I love strawberry cake. The scary part on my neighborhood app called Nextdoor, Futures Past, I have that app as well, love. So many liberals are sticking up for the illegals. I got banned. Futures, I know. Every time we try to leave a comment, they say it goes against community guidelines. Don't feel bad. Futures Past, they did me the same way. And it's because if you are saying something that's not liberal, oh my God. Yeah, Futures Past, we're in the same boat. Facebook too, will do the same thing. What you're saying is going against community guidelines and you're not using any profanity. You're just saying something that's conservative and they will not allow it. Oh my God. Oh, Futures Past, I'm with you. I feel your pain. I feel you. And that's all I wanted to share with you. And I'll probably, like I said, I'll be on tomorrow. I'll be live. Sunday, I'll be live. Yeah, that's it. Get the like, hit the like button. Yes, Dixie Dogs. Anytime you make a conservative statement, oh, what you're saying is against community guidelines. They do that to me all the time. I'm like, get out of here. Facebook, Nextdoor app, Instagram, they do it all the time. Right, Robert? Hi, everyone. Yeah. 18 packs. Okay, Joel. Yeah. So we'll just continue to let the Democrats die on the hill that they're on. And they don't have to change anything. They let them continue because they'll never win. They will not win. And that's what we want. We don't want them to ever win another election. We don't want them to change. Let them stay the same. 6 cups of sugar. Oh my goodness. How you doing, Jason? Where have you been? Yes. Jason, oh my God, I hope you're all right. Changes. Turn and face the strain. Changes. Oh, time may change me, but I can't trace time. So let them continue. We don't need any changes, right? Jason, you were moving. Oh my God, Jason. So are you stable now? Hope life is good. I get worried when I don't see people for a while because, we never know what someone's going through. I'm glad it was just you were moving, nothing serious. Good. All of you, please hit the like button. Ruthie, I'll eat yours, Ruthie. I'll eat your sweets that you don't want, okay? Yeah, just turn and face the strange changes. Oh my God. Time may change me. I can't trace time. David Bowie, baby. Woo! Ground control to Major Tom. So that's all I wanted. And I'm going to get off from here. And I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their Friday evening. Robert, Lady Bully stays on top. Oh, yeah, Robert, I told you, I don't agree with her politically, but I agree everything she says about the, that's okay, Dixie Dog. Dixie Dogs, check out the link. You'll see, I've done videos on these scammy Somalians, and we want them deported. Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow, Sunday, probably Monday, Tuesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, love. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, love. When I think about you. Let me see who knows that song. The feelings can't explain. Hope to check. Yeah, Betty, I'll be on tomorrow, love. Nice to have talked. Yes, all of you. Futures Past, again, welcome to the channel, love. I'll be live tomorrow. Make sure you are subscribed on all notifications, okay? So that you'll know. I'm going live since I'm out of school for a couple of weeks. I'll be live almost every day. Tina, they are trying to get rid of us. Oh my God. You're right. Monday, city council, if not, okay, Prosperity. Yeah. Okay. So all of you enjoy the rest of your evening. If you get a chance, an opportunity, if you will, right, don't run. Please come back and leave a comment. I will respond, even if it's not right now. It may not be until tomorrow, but I will most assuredly respond. Futures, thank you for joining us, love. My girls. Okay, my girls, that's a classic. Oh my God. Yes. That's classic, my girls. I knew you were singing right along, girl. Oh yeah, Futures Past. Stop through tomorrow, love. Check out some of the older videos. I just dropped a link. And I'm usually on camera, but I was out raking and burning leaves and I'm kind of dirty. That's why I'm not on camera, but I will be on camera tomorrow, okay? Dixie Dogs, you come on back with us tomorrow, okay? Come on back, Dixie. Dixie, I dropped that link for you too, dear, because I haven't seen you in a while. Okay. Sounds like me. Yes, Dixie Dog. Ziggy Stardust. I love Ziggy Stardust. Yes. Yes. I'll probably be live tomorrow, 11:30, 12-ish, something like that. I'll go live. Thank you, Martian Mellow. Yeah, I'll be on camera tomorrow. I told you I was out burning leaves and I'm got stuff all over me. I need to go take a bath now and get clean, a shower, get cleaned up. Prosperity Speed. Yeah, I'm coming to talk to all of you now. Martian Mellow, all of you who joined us, thank you so much. And I'm coming to talk to all of you right now. So come on back, leave me a comment under the video and I will respond. If not tonight, definitely tomorrow. All right, coming to talk to you right now in the comments.